Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are here today for the season finale of our Formula 1 23 driver career mode. Here in our second season of this career mode. Season 1 was F2. This is our rookie season in Formula 1, and it is the last race. And I'm very glad to say that because I'm tired of driving this car. I want to get into a better car, so hopefully we can make a move next season to a better team. But we got to finish this race first, and we have quite the race ahead of us. But before I get into all that, if you guys aren't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you guys know when all the videos come out. It's been a pretty, I guess, entertaining season. We started off pretty well. We didn't finish in the points in our first race, but after that we went on a little spree of point finishes, putting us into P6 in the Drivers' Championship. And then after the halfway point, or just after Qatar, which I think was the 6th race on the season, we just decided to stop upgrading the car. I don't manage the upgrades. It's all automated because it's a driver career mode. So AlphaTauri, people back at the factory, just decided to stop upgrading the car, and then we fell off a cliff. We couldn't get into the points really. We were super slow. We had a big collision with Charles Leclerc in Brazil, who took us out of the race. Even if we did finish that race, I highly doubt we would have finished in the points. But at the end of the season, the team realized that we are only 2 points in front of Alpine, so they decided to bring us some small upgrades into the season finale here. And they are proving to do very well for us as we finish in P9 at the end of Q1. But in terms of the Drivers' Championship, we are in P6, as I said earlier, and Esteban Ocon is behind us by just 1 point. So Alpine's pretty quick, it seems. So we're going to have to finish in the points here. And obviously, we're going to have to finish in front of the Alpines. To me personally, finishing ahead of Ocon in the Drivers' Championship is a lot more essential than finishing in P6 in the Constructors' Championship, just because this is a driver career mode. But we're doing pretty well here so far. Q1, we finished P9. Q2, we go out on our first lap. We're in P14. We got to improve by quite a bit if we want to get into Q3. The goal, as usual, is to qualify high and then try to defend the position, but our car's usually too slow over an entire race. So we end up losing a few spots. But if we can qualify well enough, we give ourselves a good enough cushion to still finish in the points. Qualifying 2 is over now. We drop down to P15. Both Alpines are in Q2 as well. Daniel Ricciardo, he does not make it into Q2 once again. I believe he has not made it into Q2 at all this season. He's out-qualified us twice, but I think both times it was just he out-qualified us in Q1, and he has not been able to get through to Q2. Us, on the other hand, we've had fabulous qualifying. I think our highest qualifying of the season was P5, which is pretty good given the car that we have. But we are trying here once again to get into Q3 to put ourselves in a good position to pass or start in front of Esteban Ocon and start in front of both of the Alpines. We're going to cross the line here, and it's another P9 at the end of Q2. Both Alpines are in front of us right now. They are in 7th and 8th, and honestly, we're not too far off the pace from them. We finished 2/100ths of a second behind them, so maybe here in qualifying we can get a good lap in, start in front of them, and then give us the best shot of accomplishing our goals, I guess, for this first season in Alpine. The first one was to secure P6 in the drivers, and then the second one, not as important though, was to finish in P6 as well in the Constructors' Championship. Now, given the performance that the team has had in terms of helping me this season, I'm not too inclined to help them out in getting P6, but at the end of the day, the Constructors' Championship is still going to affect how other teams are looking at me if I just give up on the last race. That's not going to be a good look when I'm trying to go to another team, because they want someone giving 100% effort. So we got to give 100% here, try and secure P6 for the team in the Constructors' Championship. We're on to the last lap here in qualifying. Our first lap was not great, kept us down in P10. We did not move up any spots, so we got to improve here if we want to get past the Alpines and Grady Joe, as a matter of fact. Lando Norris down in P6. And then just a little side note as well, there is a battle for P1 in the Constructors, or P1 in the drivers, between the two Red Bull teammates. Sergio Perez is just a few points behind Max Verstappen, so if he can get the win here today, he's going to win the Drivers' Championship for the first time. But we are going to end off Q3 with a 9/10 of a second improvement on that previous lap, and it's only going to be good enough for P8. Now, the good news is that we are starting in front of an Alpine, and the bad news is we're starting behind an Alpine, because we're in an Alpine sandwich here. And even better, we're starting in front of Esteban Ocon, who we're more concerned about. Pierre Gasly doesn't really have a shot at overtake us in the Drivers' Championship, so the fact that we got to start in front of Ocon, hopefully we can get in front of Gasly and Norris off the start, and then let Pierre Gasly and Ocon fight for position. They don't really like each other that much, but let's get into the season finale. Let's see what we could do in Abu Dhabi. Alright, we are here for the season finale in season 2 of our driver career mode with AlphaTauri. This will most likely be our last race with the team. And I know in the last video I was very upset with how we did, and I might have mentioned that I wouldn't really care if Alpine passed us, but I'm going to take that back, because I was a little upset. And on top of that, it wouldn't really make for a good race, because we are currently in an Alpine sandwich. So, two things have to happen. A, we gotta pass Pierre Gasly here and stay in front of him, which is technically two things, but anyways. And the other thing that has to happen is one of them is gonna have to finish outside the points at least, and the other one can finish in P10 or P9 or worse. Otherwise, we're going to lose out on that P6 in the championship. And knowing the starts that we have, we will most likely pass Pierre Gasly at the start. Maybe not. Hopefully we can get past Norris as well. Give us a little bit of a buffer between us and the two Alpine cars. We're not going to be relying on Daniel Ricciardo at all to help us out in this fight, because he is starting in P18. Where he has started, or at least he started in that area for most of the season. But we're passing through the hotel section here. We're getting these tires fired up. If you guys are excited for the finale and for next season, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video is out and when the next season is out. But let's get on the grid here. Let's see what we could do in this season finale, in our last race with AlphaTauri, and cap off what is a pretty impressive rookie season. Here we go for the season finale here in Abu Dhabi. We got 5 red lights, and this race is underway here, and we're going to get a decent start. We're going to pass Pierre Gasly. Going into turn 1, we're going to try and fly down the inside here. Pierre Gasly, we are side by side with, we shove wide through turn 1. Joe is going to squeeze through as well, so that's going to give us a good buffer between the Alpine. We did not manage to get past Lando, but we are right on their tail. And I'm going to say right now, this car is feeling a lot better than it did in Vegas. And we're just going to dive down the inside on Lando, get the move done on him. And we're going to see here if we can go for a move on Hamilton. He's going to get caught in some traffic here, so if we can go late on the brakes and then just take the inside lane, we are going to get past Lewis. We're right on the tail of Perez, who's currently in a battle with the dude right in front of him, Max Verstappen. And this AlphaTauri is performing right now. Those upgrades came in and it is helping us majorly get through this field, but we'll see how we do as the race progresses. I'm assuming our tire wear issues are going to kick in later. Maybe they got worked on in the duration between the last race and this one. And I don't know how I feel about getting in Perez's way of a championship here. It would be pretty embarrassing for him to lose out to an AlphaTauri. I think I'm getting a little bit too excited because we've had a pretty good opening lap so far. Yeah, so Hamilton's going to pass us once again. And now I think the real performance is starting to show. We had an amazing first lap. We moved up 3 spots up in the P5. But now the other drivers are starting to get their bearings under the car and move up. I think we just kissed Hamilton's rear diffuser, which is not good. Hopefully we don't have damage off of that. Looks fine for now. Lando also going to get past us. We got to conserve the battery because we're not racing them. We are racing the 2 Alpine drivers. And if we want to preserve the lead we have right now, we are going to need to preserve that battery. Oh my gosh. And the second DRS gets activated here, we have an issue with the DRS. Nice. Good news, though, is that Pierre Gasly's behind Granny Joe for now. And we're not going to have DRS. We are in the DRS window here, and we're not going to have DRS. This would have helped us get towed along by the drivers up front, but now we're going to have to work through this race for now without DRS. That is awful. Hopefully these two keep fighting and keep me within range of them. So Pierre Gasly's going to have DRS here. Not much I could do. I could use a little bit of battery, but hopefully this DRS issue gets fixed quickly, because if not, our place in the constructors is not looking good, because I can't keep up with the cars in front. If we had that DRS, there is a chance that we'd be able to keep up with Hamilton and Lando and just get tagged along by the two. But we don't have DRS, and we probably could have gone for an overtake here on Gasly, but no DRS. So Charles Leclerc is going to pass us now. We don't have DRS. We've fallen out of DRS range anyways of Pierre Gasly, but I think the DRS has killed our race. I think it's the second time this season where DRS has really screwed us over. I'm not sure if that was my team career mode or this one, where DRS was disabled for us for a while, and it kind of killed our race, but we're going to try and stick with it nonetheless. I'm really hoping this gets fixed ASAP, because we need this for that P6 in the constructors. Oh my god, that was close. We almost just ruined our race there. No fault of the DRS, but maybe these tires are starting to go. I think we are pitting on lap 10. So we got to hold on with these tires for another 4 laps here. So DRS has finally been re-enabled here. We got DRS on Piastri now. Hopefully we can stay within range with the help of that DRS and move back up the grid. But what we're going to do here, I think we got to go for something ballsy, and we are going to pit this lap because Gasly is a few spots ahead of us. I think he's in P7 right now. And Ocon is 1.9 seconds behind. The tires are definitely starting to go. So I'm hoping that we can get onto the tires early and then get a good outlap in and close in on Pierre Gasly in front, because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it on raw pace here. So let me set the box this lap. It's a little hard to do it in this sector, but we are right there. Box this lap. Alright, so here we go into the pit lane. We're going to go for the undercut here. Gutsy strategy on the way. And here we go into the pit lane. P12. Ocon is going to pass us. We're going to be at the back of the field here. We're going for an early pit stop. The hard tires should be able to get us through 12 laps. And we'll have an extra lap or two of fresh tires. And we won't have to deal with any of the traffic. So here we go, out of the pit lane. And can we close in on Pierre Gasly now? So we've actually gotten the undercut done on Oscar Piastri. We are closing in on Leclerc now. And are we going to have DRS here? I don't think so. I think we're just out of DRS range on Leclerc. So hopefully we can close in and get some DRS. Not looking good right now. We'll see how this pays off. I'm quite interested to see if this undercut will pay dividends, or did we just make a strategy blunder that will cost us P6 in the constructors. Alright, so one of the Alpines is in the pits now. That is Esteban Ocon. And we're going to get past him cleanly here, I think. But Pierre Gasly is yet to pit yet. And I'm not sure if we have made up enough ground on him. I'm pretty sure he started on the medium, so his tires should be pretty worn up to this point. But we'll see. I'm not sure if we're closing in on him or not. There's no way to get an update on him because he's not our rival, he's not our teammate. I wish you can get updates on specific drivers, or F1 was just a little smarter and they knew who you were actually trying to race. But Piastri is going to get past us here, and what we could probably do, hopefully he's a little bit quicker than us, and then we can just grab the DRS off of him, and he's going slow through the chicane. And we're going to have DRS on him here. So I don't want to lose too much time fighting the Piastri, but hopefully he can tow us. And we're going to see here as the Alpine approaches the pit lane. Are they pitting, or is Gasly pitting? If he is pitting, he must have made a massive strategy blunder because we're going to pass him, I think. Oh yeah, Gasly's pitting. Gasly's in the pit, so let's see. Did the strategy pay off here? We might be a little too late, actually. Lewis Hamilton puts up the fastest lap. I think Pierre Gasly's on his way out of the pit lane. Come on. No, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be quick enough. Let's see. He's at the end of the pit lane now. Oh, I see him. He's right in the tunnel. Oh my god, it might have actually paid off. Oh, come on. Let's go. Yeah, it's okay. Paid off. But now, he's on a lot fresher tires. We've been on these tires since lap 9. And he's not too far back of us. But we've put ourselves in a better position. And that's all we can ask for. The rest is up to us here. And he's going to have DRS too. Hopefully, we can stay within range of him. He is probably going to get past us here. Yeah, he is going to go for the move. We're going to go to the inside and guard it for our lives. Use a little bit of that battery. Try and close the gaps. Go late on the brakes. And just squeeze in here. No contact with Ballzy. Wheel to wheel. Battling for that P6 in the constructors. And we're going to stay ahead of him once more. No DRS again. So he's going to have another go at us down into turn 9. I always forget this turn number. I even searched it up last video. Or last time I was here. But I don't remember as we are wheel to wheel with Ballzy. Oh my god. We almost have contact. Oh, we are racing hard here. See if we can go down the inside on Ballzy. Oh, he's gonna get past us, man. That was pretty good racing, though. And we still have a chance here to make that spot, or get that spot back. We just gotta stay within range of Ballzy here. Come on. So we got 5 laps to go left in this race. It's not looking good. Bottas is gonna pass us. Alonso is right on our tail. And there's not much we can do. Ballzy is running away with it. And this might be the end of our Constructors run unless Bottas can go ahead and pass the Alpine, who is in P9 currently. Those 2 points would tie us in the Constructors. And then, I don't know what happens after that, to be honest with you, in the Constructors. If you're tied on points, might be based, well, it's definitely based on the results of the drivers, but the question is, what is it exactly? Even so, I still think we lose because Ricardo hasn't done much all season, and that's where a bad teammate pays off. And this is a pure lesson through and through for the team of what happens when you don't get enough upgrades in on the season. We are struggling here because we just don't have enough upgrades to keep up with the drivers in front. Maybe we can get DRS off Bottas. Oh, Lando's out of the session. No, that's not good. That is not good. Now that Lando's out of the session, everyone's going to move up a spot. And I think that is going to put Alpine ahead of us by 1 point. So now we're back in the points, up in the P10. And Gaz in P8. So that's going to be 4 points for him, 1 point for us. And that would be it. So thanks for that, Lando. I've put us even in a harder situation now. But Bottas, please, increase your pace. Increase your pace and let's get to Pierre Gasly, try and get the spot back. So just like us, Bottas not able to close in on Gasly, but we are closing in on Bottas, so this will give us an extra 2 points. Basically, the only pair now is that Gasly DNF somehow, even if we do overtake Bottas here, which we're about to. Actually, maybe not. Okay, he's going to guard the inside here, so we're going to go around the outside. I will take that, because I just go wide on the outside and then cut into the inside. And that is a position for us, but oh god, he's gonna have DRS now. But he gets he falls back a little bit. He gives us a little bit of a buffer. Here, God's 4 seconds ahead, so not much we can do. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do. We're just gonna keep our heads down for these last 3 laps, put in some good lap times, pray to the Lord something happens. If not, that is a wrap on season 1. And I think this has been one of our better races. We've actually been fighting for positions here. Usually we kind of fall back and then that is it. Alright, we are in a little bit of a situation now as Esteban Ocon has made his way through and we are now racing Esteban Ocon and Alonso here to keep our P6 in the Drivers' Championship. I honestly thought it was safe until this lap, but if Esteban Ocon passes us here, I think he will take the lead on points. Well, yeah, because we're in P9, so if he passes me, he's going to get himself into P9, and then it's over, because he'll score 2 points over me, which even if I finish in P10, will put him in front, but we have a little bit of a buffer now, so if we can get to the DRS marker and still be a second ahead, we might be good. But let's see here, because they're going to have DRS on each other. Actually, Alonso might overtake Ocon, so Alonso is holding our P6 at the moment. We're going to see if he can overtake Ocon to end this race. Oh no, he's going to have DRS. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got to use all the battery we got left in the tank here. We got 17% saved up, and we're going to drain it quickly. And, ooh, okay, we might be good. We might be good. He's 0.6 of a second right now. And we need a good exit out of the chicane. Oh, that's not that great. 7/10, 5/10. Oh god, he is right there. He's right there. Come on. I think we're good. I think we are good. Okay, Pierre Gasly is going to take P8. we are going to take P9. So I think Alpine is going to pass us in the constructors, and then we are going to finish ahead of Ocon in the drivers, assuming we get through these last few turns unscathed. But oh my god, we almost lost it right there. That was almost our season right there. But we are approaching the line here. It's been a pretty decent season. I lied. It hasn't been a good season at all. I'm so happy that this season is over. I'm looking forward to season 2, but we're going to cross the line here in P9. And that is that for season 1, a rookie season of F1 in the bag. But George Russell is going to go on to win the race along with the fastest lap, but it is not enough to take the Drivers' Championship. I don't even think he was in talks for the Drivers' Championship. It was between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez in that final race. And Sergio Perez does not come up with enough to pass Max Verstappen. He finishes in P4. Verstappen finishes in P2. And that is enough for Max Verstappen to close out the championship, get his 3rd career title, or 4th. I think this is 2023, technically. But Max Verstappen is going to win the Drivers' Championship, and because Sergio Perez loses out, that may, just may, open a little sliver of opportunity for us to squeeze in to Sergio Perez's seat after an impressive season like that. I don't see why you wouldn't re-sign Sergio Perez, because that is a season you would expect from your second driver just within the Drivers' Championship. So we'll see. I think the way that this game works, it probably will let me take a seat. I wish they fixed that, where you actually had to, I don't know, fulfill certain objectives or something like that in order to gain a seat, which would actually make a good video. Maybe I should do something like that, ways to improve this. But we'll see come next season what we can do in our new seat, most likely. However, guys, that is gonna be it for this video, and that is it for season 1 of Formula 1 23 driver career mode. I just want to thank everyone for your support in this series. I think this series outperforms my team by quite some margin, so thank you guys for the support. If you guys aren't already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We just hit 300 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button and let's get to 400. But as I've been saying for pretty much the whole season, we're going for a new seat come season 2 to find out where that seat is, or I guess if it's not Red Bull. You guys will have to wait until the next one, so hit the notification bell as well so you guys know when that video is out. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching again, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.